Hello, hello, hello. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Komastakapo. Welcome to the JewPino show. All right, this video is going to be in memory of my father, Mr. Dan Silverman, who loved ice cream and he loved to visit graveyards. So we've come to the very famous Ben and Jerry's graveyard, right? A graveyard of flavored ice creams, where the tales of the dearly do-pinted are buried. So this has been done a million times before, and so many other channels have it, and people love always walking in front of my videos, but that's part of the JewPino channel. People just walk in and out. Okay, all right, so I've stopped in Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and we're stopping off at the graveyard. So let's go check out some gravestones. All right, today is very crowded at the cemetery, and these are actual headstones, which is pretty surprising. They're hard, like a rock, coconut. So the dates on there, when they revived everything, when he re-died. So this one's coconut almond fudge, honey I'm home, honey Dave Matthews Band. I guess everybody's working together in the industry. That's my jam. The different flavors. If you want to pause it at any time to read what's going on with the headstones, you can. I'll just read the names and you can look at the dates, but you can go through and read each one. Vote for which one you think is your favorite and you want them to bring back. And we'll write a letter to Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream and let them know from this video. Right. Something called Economic Crunch. Right, I'll try to zoom it in as fast as possible. You can always pause it to try to read them. As we're getting a busy day today, as you hear in the background. White Russians. All right, I'll put you on pause and restart in the next segment because we're getting a crowd. All right, here we go, part 2. Just because as we're getting by the crowd, not something I'd be a fan of, but if you look at this one, I'd like to try. I wish they would bring back. Would be Aloha Macadamian. That sounds like a good one. Right, or, oh, that would have been good too. Fresh Georgia Peach. Right, let's see if I can zoom in enough so you can read them. Right, oh, Pierre. I don't know if I'd be, that sounds too sour. Okay, you can also pause and read whatever flavors were in the ice cream. You gotta watch out. I don't want to step on the actual gravestones. You're not. That's bad luck. See, now as you can tell, people of Jewish history leave stones on the gravestones to show you visited. So all these graveyards already have stones on them. But this isn't. These are stones, not nuts. Even though some people call them Brazilian nuts. But okay, the gravestone for Rainforest Crunch. Zoom in on this one, see what flavor it has. Doesn't sound like what it's made out of. Okay, the stone for Cream Brulee. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Pardon my French. Or pardon our French. They are French, not my French. I'm half Irish anyway. Okay. Here's Miss Julian sweet potato pie ice cream. Wow, that sounds delicious. Let me tell you what was in it. That only lasted about a year. All right, let me pause it again here and we'll start on the next segment in a minute. All right, here we go. Part 3, Bovinity Divinity. Where all the cows go when they go to heaven. Gives the word, yeah. I wonder if they had one for rabbis. Oh, peanut butter me up. That would have been one of my favorites too. I wonder why it disappeared. Here's one for my nephew-in-law, Tony Cannoli. in memory of the Holy Cannoli ice cream. I bet he'd love it. Tony Cannoli, this one's for you. Call up Ben and Jerry's and ask them to bring it back. Bring it back to life. Have a resuscitation. Alright, now okay. Now I'm walking backwards. And chocolate peppermint crunch. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Alright, I'm putting it on hold and we'll go on to the next set. Alright, I'm not for Boston, but these are for all the Boston fans. Boston cream pie, ice cream, woohoo! And Napoleon Dynamite. Wait a minute, wasn't that a movie? That must have been. Oh yeah, there was the fans about the flick about the gawky high school guy. Hey, he got his own Ben and Jerry's. I'm jealous. How come Napoleon Dynamite got one and I don't? I hope the Ben and Jerry's make it to the JewPino flavor ice cream. I'm gonna write in. Everybody that sees this video and knows about the Napoleon Dynamite, could you please let Ben and Jerry's ice cream know that you want the JewPino show ice cream flavor? You can make up your own flavor, but as long as they call it JewPino's. Make a whoopie pie. Uh-oh. That sounds like you're having a good time. Making whoopie. Who's Ethan Almond? Is that like the Almond Brothers? No, Green Mountain Boys. I don't know who they are, but they got but they passed away. Their ice cream passed away only after 1 year. Here's one that didn't last too long either. Peanuts. Peanuts and popcorn. The popcorn must have melted in the ice cream.
Tori?
Okay.
Do you want to go back to the playground?
Yes, I want to go back to the... Alright, here's one for another niece. Cole Britannia. Oh, she wasn't... Her name's Brittany. But that's Tony Cannoli's wife. She had a flavor too. Okay, let's go back. Okay, here's one that lasted for a little while. Mission to Marzipan is buried next to Kaberry Kaboom. Alright, wait, what was that? Okay, pause here. Go back to Mission to Marzipan. See what their marzipan was made out of. Never took off. Here's where it landed. Very funny, very funny. Okay, for the 30th anniversary. This cake batter lasted about 8 years. But Pina Colada didn't. And we're going to move on to oatmeal cookie chunks. Lasted another 8 years. That one's very important. I wonder if that QR code, if I get it close enough and you pause and scan on it, then you'll be able to, let me hold it still, pause and do photography, see what comes up. Maybe you'll be able to read about the history of the oatmeal cookie crunch. So for anybody who's a Saturday Night Live fan, kind of remembers the Alec Baldwin sketch when they talked about sweaty balls flavors. He had a very nice recipe, rum balls, but I can't believe they made an ice cream flavor after that. And hang on, coming around to the which, the sandwich. Which ice cream do you like? That lasted for a couple of years. Fudgy fossil fuel, dinosaurs galore. Here's one with another QR code on it. Okay, I'm going to try to make it big if you want to pause and look it up. Find out the history of the fossil fuel flavor. And turtle soup. Have you guys ever had turtle soup?
Nope.
Me either. I swam with the turtles in Hawaii. But
Maybe one of those was famous.
now he's turtle soup. So, yeah, wavy gravy. I remember that years ago. There's another QR code for you guys who are in the QR. Okay, so you can stop and read and pause what the instructions are. Vermont python. Wow. Didn't know they had pythons in Vermont. I know they have up here in Vermont, in Waterbury, or near Stowe, they have mooses, or meese, or how do you call it? More than one moose? Mooses or meeses? Okay, but they got moose up here. And they also got Sasquatch. So one day they'll have a Sasquatch flavor. Okay, and here are the last two that I'm filming today. One's the chocolate comfort. Not very, must have been too chocolatey for everybody, or too comfortable for everybody. And then we got people laughing at the passion fruit, purple passion fruit. I wonder if they got a yam flavor, or what do you call it? Purple ube. That's it. All right, so that's it. And here we are. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, as we're sitting here in Ben & Jerry's graveyard. Probably done a million times, as I said at the beginning of this clip. We've probably seen it a million times on a million other YouTube channels. But this one's going to be the most popular. If you want to pass it along to your friends and come visit the graveyard, as they don't allow filming inside the factory, because they don't want Haagen-Dazs to steal their recipes. They think I'm a Haagen-Dazs spy, but not me. I'm in memory of my dad, Mr.Dan. Oliver Sholem, may he rest in peace. Here in the, he's probably visiting here in the graveyard. In the Ben & Jerry's ice cream graveyard. There's two favorite things: graveyards and ice cream. Woohoo! Hi, Mr. Dan. I hope you see this in heaven. Thank you for watching, and we'll say goodbye. Thank you for watching the JewPino show. And we'll say bye-bye, purple passion fruit.